Well, hello to everyone. And as you know, I just hit my 1000 video made. I am near Chicago, Illinois. And it reminds me about a friend of mine that we used to fly together. And he crashed and burned. And of course, he passed away on the accident. And him and I, we just discuss physics. He was going to Georgia Tech to be a physicist, and we sort of like discussed time travel, and he argued that time travel could not be possible, and the reason was the paradox question. The paradox question basically, it means that I can go back and change the future. And I completely disagree with him. And my basis to that was Einstein theory. Einstein proved that mathematically we can go back and forth. And how I solve the paradox is very simple. To go through time, you must go faster than the present time. So basically, what you're doing is moving faster, building speed. That's all you're doing to go through time. As you move faster and you arrive to the past, because remember, you're traveling right to a different time. You can do this backwards or forward. Now, how it's done, I have no idea. We just debating the theory. As you arrive where your father is, or your grandfather, or whatever you want to change, you go ahead and change it. And you haven't changed the future. And the reason is you are the future already. You cannot change the future. And that is the key. That is how I think it should be solved. It should be looked at that way. It's not that we can go back and change the future. No, it's that we are the future. No matter what, we are our future because we travel on that time. It cannot be changed. There is not a physical equation out there that can prove that or that can change that. So time travel is possible, and if you move something out of place, you only move that object or whatever you want to do on that particular time. That's it. So now the question to that is, we have a predetermined future? And the equation say that we do have a predetermined future. Everything is predetermined. That we do not have a free will, what they call free will. Now, it's a lot of people, they argue that yes, we do have free will. And I contradict that by saying there is no free will. Is that we transfer information. When we transfer that information, we can change the future. So analyze that. It's kind of spooky, and that is why I call it spooky. Just like that, spooky, because basically that falls into the butterfly effect. For example, I'm going to buy fuel at a gasoline station, and every pump is a car filling up. So that now I have a choice. Which one should I select? So I go and get behind somebody, and the next guy next door pull away, and somebody take my place. So as you see, it's not a choice. Even if you make the choice, it's a predetermined. How can I say, time and space for you? It doesn't matter where you feel at. you have no idea. Or an equation that can tell you which one is going to pull out first. Now you can go out there and observe, if somebody's holding the hose or somebody's cleaning his nose or whatever, and make a decision on those bases. But there is not a mathematical equation that can prove to you select number A, because it's going to vacate first, and you are going to be able to fill up first. Now, knowing that, not just me know that. It's people who control the information knows that. So now they utilize mathematical equation. Now they call it intelligent mechanics, and they have all kind of the names for it, right? They know that everything is pre-selected mathematically, and once you get conditioned, it's no way in the world that anyone can decondition yourself unless you apply your own mathematics, unless you are a leader. What we call leaders is people who does not follow, that does not follow rules, laws, whatever. You know, the humans, they create the equations. Those are the one that actually can change the future, or not can change the future because it's predetermined, but can influence the present, if you will, not the future but the present, because the butterfly effect. So I'm going to give you an example of it. Let's see, how can I say, okay, Mr. Bloomberg, he is teaching everybody how to farm, right? So how it looks. So he's teaching everyone how to farm, right? And he said to go and farm, you just drill a hole in the ground and you throw a seed and you cover that seed and something will grow out of it. Well, it is not as simple as that, farming. If you are a farmer, you know how hard it is to grow something. And it's amazing that people actually fall for that. So now you got Mr. Bloomberg utilizing the butterfly effect. He's basically giving you information, changing the information. When he changed the information, he changed the dialogue. And if you don't pay attention, guess what? Your fate is predetermined by him. So now let's pick up I don't know, John that he just quit the race, my favorite of all the Democrats. John say, let's give everyone $1,000 a month forever, and everybody, yeah, it's so nice. Analyze the data. To get the money, you have to get the money from some place. So if I'm going to give you $1,000, I'm going to have to take it away from you. That is the paradox. That is it. That is the technique that they are using. They're telling you they're going to give you something, but the reality is they are not. It just equalizes. The way to do it is let's lower your taxes. Let's lower your taxes $1,000 a month. And that solved that problem. Now it's no longer mathematical, in a mathematical equation they even everything else. No, now you are really earning $1,000. So how you transfer that? Well, unless the receiver is willing to learn and observe the physics, unless is tremendously how can I say, not educated, but disciplined to observe his surroundings, you cannot change it. It's impossible. So that is why I say that is predetermined. Once you predetermine, the only way to decondition yourself is by using the butterfly effect. And you have to know what that is. That means that you must change the dialogue. Unless you don't change the dialogue, nothing will happen. So if you want to, let's say, select the president of the United States, you have to work for it. And that's how Mr. Bloomberg is doing it. He's doing it by buying time on information. He's basically changing the dialogue, teaching you something that is not real. So now I come along and argue that with my friend that, he's someplace in, who knows, some people say there is a parallel universe. So that was the argument that I said with my my friend that passed away. And this fellow is one of the most brilliant men that I ever knew. I mean, this fellow know everything. Of course, uh, when you drive machines, it's not about knowledge. It's about eye-hand coordination. It's about biology. If you born predetermined, like me, that have visual problems when I read something. For example, Einstein had the same problem that I had. He could not write. His wife actually wrote all his papers. The man could not write, but he saw the world differently. The same as the guy, the butterfly effect, and all the scientists. Most of the scientists are weirdo people, but they are brilliant because they see the surrounding differently than other people, and that is why they advance us. So the key is, it doesn't matter who you are, what you are, how smart you think you are. You can be Einstein, like the guy that made the movie It's a Wonderful Life. The man was a genius, and he died run over by a taxi cab in New York. He could not cross the street. So what I'm saying is, don't stop your dialogue. Go and seek what you want. It doesn't matter, because every time, if you think about it, it will happen, because it is just mathematics. The Chinese already have proven that. They split the photons, and now they can send information at the speed of light. And if somebody just look at it, it changes. So that means that somebody hacked it, and that's how it works. Nothing is real until you inform that it's real. Nothing is real, not even you. Right now you think you're real, but you're not. Unless somebody actually sees you and talk to you, you do not exist. So utilize that physics, you utilize this mathematics to your advantage. Now, I haven't been able to take advantage of it, but you might can. Saludos, and remember this: what they selling you is just that. It's just information. It's not real. Saludos.